On another topic, Mr. President, si Garma po ay nagkaroon po siya ng affidavit at sinabi po niya na meron pong double model na 3 levels of payments. Meron po siya sinasabi sa affidavit niya eh. Ang sabi niya, yung first suspect is killed. Ang binabayad daw po ay 20,000 to 1 million. At sa second level naman po, ang sinasabi niya yung co-plan, yung pong planned na pinapan po yung planned operation. At yung third daw po ay yung pong refund ng operational expenses. Ito po ba sinasabi ni Colonel Garma na pag binabayad doon sa mga namamatay na 20,000 to 1 million, which, by the way, corroborated by the testimony of Tata and Andy, is true?
Correct.
So, ito po yung namamatay, binabayad po 20,000 to 1 million?
Hindi yan, sir. Ganito yan.
Hindi, yung po ang tanong ko, Mr. President.
Hindi, ganito nga.
Sige po.
Ito na yung answer ko eh.
Sige po.
Yung may police operation, alam ng police lahat yan, pinupunduhan ko yan, o ito, for a particular project. Pagka na-accomplish nila yan, sir, may sobra, magsabi ang police officer o lead official, sir, may sobra, hindi na ubos yun. Hindi na yan. For the boys. Yan, sir.
Okay,
yan,
sir.
Yan,
Mr. President, in some interviews you have mentioned that, and you have spoken about the reward system. And sinabi nyo, patay o buhay? Patay, better. Buhay, okay lang.
Correct.
Yes, so ibig po sabihin ay mas okay sa inyo kapag patay.
Mas maganda kung patay, sir.
And that's the reason why we are trying to encourage our citizens to kill all those addicts.
No, not addicts. To kill the criminals. Not addicts, because addicts are victims of the criminals running the drug syndicates. Mali yan, sir. Mali
Mr.
yan.
Mr.
Mali
President,
yung
kasi there is a report na nagsalita po kayo noong July 1, 2016 that was covered by The Guardian. At sinabi niyo po dito, if you know of any addicts, go ahead and kill them yourself, as getting their parents to do it would be too painful.
I am talking of the drug manufacturers and drug dealers. That is a...
So mali po
I
to.
don't know who wrote it. I am not bound by it. Huwag mong ano yan, sir. Hindi ko trabaho yan. Get it from my mouth. Because I was the man.
Ano po to, Mr. President? Live, ano po to, interview po? Ano po to,
Talagang
video?
sinabi ko, pero hindi tama yan.
Nasa video po, Mr. President.
Sinabi hindi addict, sabi ko drug dealers and drug pusher. Bakit mo patayin yung addict? Dali mo sa ospital. It's common sense.
Ang pulisiya po ng ating pong gobyerno, ng gobyerno nyo, yung pong neutralization, illegal drug personalities nationwide, kailangan po siyang ma-neutralize. And as a matter of fact, ito po ay issued ng Memorandum Circular Number 16-2016. And according to General Gamboa, when I heard it in the Senate, sabi niya confidential po to. At nakakaalam lamang po ay yung mga commander. As a matter of fact, yun po sinabi niyo, commander, yung mga chief of PNP ng DDS. Bakit po siya naging confidential, Mr. President?
Again, sir, what's the question?
Bakit po kaya naging confidential yung pong utos na negation and neutralization of all those personalities sa illegal drugs?
Standard yan, sir. That is standard. Hindi naman minano ng pulisya ng there is a directive. It is confidential. And if there is a list, it cannot be made public. Not even shown to anybody, pati sa yung mga...
Kasi Mr. President, kung negation and neutralization, alam naman po natin, according nga kay Chairman Abante during our discussion, na ang meaning po ng negation ay patayin, neutralize, patayin. So, is there really an intent to hide this and make it confidential in order the lower ranks ng ating kapulisan na hindi po malaman yung inyong kautusan?
I will admit na ang order ko yung mga drug manufacturers, pati yung mga big time drug distribution, patayin. I will not deny it. At kung ako mabalik ako pagka-mayor, tublahin ko yun.
And I want to make it clear, Mr. President, Mr. Chairman, that nung panahon po ng ating pong Pangulong, dating Pangulong Rodrigo Roa Duterte, meron po tayong 210,000 na mga kapulisan. And during that time, kung titignan mo yung mathematical computation, if ever na nagkaroon po tayo ng 20,000 na killed during that time, ay kung magkakaroon po tayo ng ratio na 1:1, ay sasabihin po natin that majority of the members of the PNP ay hindi naman po na-involved dito po sa war on drugs. Would you agree with me with that, Mr. President?
Yes, sir. Mayroon kasi yung mga drug enforcement units na siguro.
Sila lang po yung na-involved.
Not all policemen, any police department of a city or a province are dedicated to the drug operations. Meron talaga yung unit, sir, hindi lahat. There's the anti-smuggling, anti-narcotics, ganon, may especially ang...
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. Chairman, meron kayong nabanggit sa Guardian. Sa Guardian, noong pong July 1, 2016. At sinabi po ninyo dito, Mr. President, Mr. Chairman, during the campaign, you said 100,000 people would die in his crackdown. With so many dead bodies dumped in Manila Bay, that fish there would grow fat from feeding on them. And out of that 100,000 that you have mentioned, ang reported lamang po na namatay is reported na namatay ay almost 20,000 to 30,000. So, were you disappointed on this, Mr.
Kulang.
Kulang? Were you disappointed that it's only 20,000 to 30,000?
Sir, kung pabalikin mo ako sana pagka-presidente, I will make up for the yung kulang na ano.
Kawawa naman po yung mga pamilya, Mr. Mr. President. Actually, marami po mga napatay na hindi po nabibigyan ng hustisya, and I think this is not a laughing matter, Mr. Chairman.
This is my message, sir.
Yes.
Pagka pumasok ka sa droga, pumasok sa krimen, iyo yan.
But
iyo yan.
yes, but Mr. President, you manifested. Yes.
And they heard me say that do not do it because I will kill you.
Yeah, but you manifested a while.
Narinig
Yes,
nila
Mr.
yan,
I understand po. You manifested a while ago that those that were killed during the war on drugs were not all addicts and high-value targets.
Iyan ang...
Kaya hindi po nagmamatch yung...
That would be a matter of mathematical ano, sir. Hindi lahat talaga. Tama ka. Tama ka.
Okay.
It could not be na lahat durugista or even connected with drugs.
And because of this pronouncement, Mr. President, because you have mentioned of the reward system, doon po sa nabasa kong sa news, and if I may, police were outsourcing extrajudicial killings to the same vigilante gang they accused of murder. Officials of the PNP, andyan po, kung mababasa po ninyo, coordinated with vigilantes, selected targets to credit for murders, and on occasion paid for assassinations in the name of the war against drugs. So in other words, Mr. Chairman, because of this war on drugs na pronouncement po ninyo, yung pong anti-drug vigilante group existed because of this tinatawag po nating outsourcing ng mga pulis. Like what happened, Mr. President, nung kami po ay nag-imbestiga dito na si Colonel Santi, who testified under oath and made an affidavit na sinasabi po niya na nag-hire po sila ng killer para po kay General Barayuga. At binayaran po nila ng 300,000 pesos. Will you agree with me, Mr. President, that General Barayuga was a victim of extrajudicial killing?
I'm sorry, sir. Well, I'm not. Wala. Wala talaga akong maisabi dyan. Hindi ko alam ano sinasabi mo.
This happened, Mr. President, during your time.
Yeah.
But you don't know what happened to General Barayuga?
Wala akong
Mr. Chairman, kasi po, panahon po ninyo to, nung mamatay si General Barayuga, and it saddened us kung hindi po natin alam kung ano po nangyari doon sa kaso yun.
Yan ang problema eh. Gusto ko rin malaman kasi it was during my time. I am as much interested as you.
Kasi Mr. President, General po to.
Pero yung utos ko,
Opo.
inaamin ko,
Na ano po?
walang problema yan.
Hindi nyo po ba inimbestigahan itong tungkol kay General Barayuga?
Wala akong nakialam dyan, sir.
Kindly wrap up.
Kasi po, Mr. Yes, Mr.
That is a personal, maybe, I do not.
Kasi po si
Wala akong na magpatay ng general.
Kasi po ito pong si Colonel Hector Grijaldo na siya pong nag-aakusa sa amin that kami daw po ay pinuwersa namin siya, kinuors namin siya, hinaras po namin siya. Siya po ang Chief of Police ng Mandaluyong when this murder of General Grijaldo happened. General Barayuga happened. And that's the reason why we are asking about kung nalaman po ninyo itong kasong to, Mr.
Wala, sir. Sino yan, sir? Sinong suspect?
Well, according po kay Colonel Santi, ang suspect po ay si Colonel Leonardo at si Colonel Garma. He mentioned in the affidavit that Colonel Leonardo called him. Kaya nga po, tinatanong po namin sa inyo kung nalalaman po niyo yung kaso
Well,
yun.
I do not know. There should be cases by now. There should be a case filed by now. Kung ganun, lalo na general. So, anong ginagawa ng police pati military dyan? They should be more more active. Lalo na yung general.
Okay po. Mr. Chairman, Mr. President, merong pronouncement sa Philippine Daily Inquirer written by Marlon Ramos, Robert Dehon, noong October 14, 2016. And De Lima called mother of all drug lords. Nakasulat po to at binabanggit po. Naniniwala po ba kayo that si Secretary De Lima ang mother of all drug lords?
Who said it, sir?
According sa report ay mga tao po natin sa Malacanang ay
Sino,
si
sir?
Director Ruel Lasala and Reynaldo Esmeralda, former NBI officer in charge ng Department of
I
Justice.
would like to congratulate them for making this statement.
Secretary De Lima, would you agree with the statement of the former president that you are the mother of all drug lords?
Absolutely false. That is a fictitious, bogus allegation against me. And then they filed cases against me. Kinasuhan po ako nila ng mga kaso tungkol sa droga. Initially, consummated illegal drug trading. Inamend nila into conspiracy to commit illegal trading. 30 kaso yung sinampa sa akin. Absuelto na po ako dun sa 3 dahil wala po akong kinalaman sa illegal drugs. Kasama lang ho yan sa naging propaganda nila. Kasama lang ho yan dun sa mga para meron silang isang figure, a prominent figure, at si Senador De Lima ho yun noon, noong 2016, na doon ang magiging atensyon ng bansa, atensyon ng mundo, na itong babaeng ito ay the mother of all drug lords, the believed drug trade queen. Ano pong nangyari dun sa mga nag-akusa sa akin, yung mga believed convicts, mga nung una, yun ang mga sabi nila, kung ano-ano mga sinabi nila na nag-raise funds ako. Pero kinalaunan, binabawi ho nila yung kanilang mga akusasyon against me. I was cleared of all 3 drug cases. I underwent the whole process. Dumaan po ako sa buong proseso kahit mahirap, masakit para sa akin. Kinulong ako ng almost 7 years na hindi na po nila yan mababalikan dahil sa pagkagalit nung pinaka-mastermind nung pag-persecute sa akin na inimplement nung kanyang Secretary of Justice, si Vitaliano Aguirre. At meron pang mga ibang handlers na siyang mga kumausap dun sa mga nagtestigo against me. So that is absolutely false. That is a slanderous accusation against me.
Thank you po. Mr. Chairman, Mr. President, meron po ako nabasa na news observer nung 2017. At ito po news article tungkol kay Las Cañas, who claims he was a former DDS leader and personally killed about 200 people. Sinabi niya po sa Senado, the squad was formed under the guise of an anti-crime unit within the Davao Police. He says, given the task of the team was, he says, given the task of eliminating hardened criminals and later political opponents and journalists critical of Duterte's rule. He alleged regularly took direct orders from sa inyo po about who to kill and how to dispose of the bodies. Las Cañas claims those shocking words, throw them in the ocean or in the quarry, bury them, make sure there are no traces of the bodies, were spoken by Duterte at one of the dozens of alleged meetings with the DDS. The police hit squad was paid based on the value of the targets, he says. So, Mr. President, ang tanong ko po, totoo po ba ang sinasabi ni Las Cañas? Gano'n nyo po ba katagal nakakilala ang taong ito?
Storyteller yan, sir. Si Raulo.
Pero matagal nyo na po siyang kilala.
Pero, police, pero later on, maybe because sa karaming pinatay niya, hinabol siya ng mga kalag. What's kalag in
Espiritu.
ng espiritu ng pinatay niya. Medyo bungog ngayon.
May 3 dekada nga po ba siya na nagsilbi sa inyo? Kasi binabanggit niya dito, in his more than 3 decades of service, admitted that he was blindly loyal to the cause and saw his work as a noble form of public service.
All
Mr.
policemen-
President, for a while, we were risking our lives for the welfare of the majority of the people. I felt that I was serving the country for the greater good. Yun po yung kanyang parang naramdaman nung ipinaglalaban niya yung 200 people na kanyang pinatay dahil naniniwala po siya sa nobility nung kanyang sinasabi po ninyo na this is being done because of public service.
I am now,
Yes, sir.
may hero complex yung buang na yan. Sino man maniwala ka na istorya na gano'n?
Meron pa po siya sasabi, Mr. President. Ito, last na po to, na sinasabi niya. He tells one particular incident. No? Medyo worrisome po ako talaga dito because meron po kayong binabagat against this. That has given him nightmares for years. In 1996, Las Cañas and his team were ordered to kill an alleged criminal, his pregnant wife, and his 4-year-old son, who were all in the same vehicle at the same time. I attempted to rescue the 4-year-old boy, Las Cañas claimed. But according to our team leader, since the boy had seen our faces, he could recognize us in years from now and identify us. It was on the personal order of Duterte, he claims, that they disposed of the family. Mayor Rudy approved the recommendation of our task force commander in front of us to erase, meaning to kill everyone. That was his specific order, that he okay with it, provided it would be clean.
Sir, medyo Matas-taas ito lang, ano ko sir. When I was a fiscal, kukunti lang yung sweldo, and I got married. May asawa ako, got pregnant, asawa ko, nanganak ako. So, short yung income ko. Nagturo ho ako to augment my income sa Police Academy sa Davao City for about almost 7 years while I was a prosecutor. Wala akong tinuro na ganun sa kanila. By the book, at hindi naman ako gabong hipokrito na magsabi sa kanila, ito ang gawin mo, tapos pagdating doon, sabihin ko sa kanila na iba ang gawin. That's a very complex thing to do kung ako ang tinutukoy mo sa pangyayari niya. I cannot imagine myself of teaching criminal law sa Police Academy doon. Pagkatapos, iba ang sabihin ko sa kanila sa likod. How?
Mr. President, if I may, no? Sinabi rin po ni Las Cañas dito that kayo raw po yung Lord of all drug lords. Ano pong masasabi niyo po dito?
Ano po?
Kayo daw po ang Lord of all drug lords.
I cannot. Ikaw, alam mo man ako, sir. Papabili siguro ako ng mga aspirin, gano'n, pero
Paki-explain po properly, Mr. President. Hindi po namin masyado maintindihan.
hindi ako dadating ng pagka-presidente, sir, kung gano'n ako.
Sir, can you kindly tone down your voice?
Oh, yeah, yes.
We're just trying
was
to...
just
no,
emphasizing
Mr. President,
the
we're just
point
asking na
that
to clarify your
alam ng
statements.
Pulis, alam ng lahat ng tao ng Pilipinas, mayor ako, hindi ako dadating ng pagka-presidente kung ganun ako katurpe.
Hindi, sinasabi
That's your
lang po
last
namin,
question,
Mr. President,
Congressman
kung
Fernandez.
kayo po yung Lord of all drug lords na sinasabi po ni Arturo Las Cañas. Yung po ang tinatanong ko. Mr. President, okay. Lastly, Mr. President.
That's your last question.
Yes,
Again,
last na po to.
Congressman Dan Fernandez.
Mr. President, meron po kayo sinabi nung 2016 sa interview nyo po that you have planted evidence during your time as a fiscal. Is this true? Hindi po totoo.
That's garbage, sir.
So yung pong nasabi nyo sa video, hindi po siya totoo.
Alam ng mga pulis yan. Yung planting of evidence. Hindi talaga ako.
Kasi Mr. President, yung po yung napanood ko at sinabi nyo po kasi. Kaya kami naman po ay, we are basing on the video that we have seen at nakita po namin yung sinasabi nyo na nagpa-plant po kayo ng evidence and we wanted to find out. Kasi yung pronouncement nyo po was construed by the members of the PNP organization that they can do freely the planting of evidence.
That's illegal. And I said I was teaching them criminal law.
Yeah, but the problem, Mr.
Criminal
President, is
evidence.
your announcement or your pronouncement that you have done that, yung sa planting of
Kung
evidence.
hindi yan sa libro, sir, na tinuro ko, hindi totoo yan.
Siguro, ipakita lang po natin yung video. Yung last na po to para at least
Days. We planted evidence. We arrested persons, but we released them. But telling him that it was this person who squealed on him. And then we, when he goes out but killing, then we said that it was this fellow who really did it, who did you in. We first planted the intrigues so that we would know where they were from, where they came from. It was not until I was the favorite whipping boy.
So, Mr. President, hindi po totoo yung nasa video po. Ano po, Mr. President?
Totoo yan.
So, nagpa-plant po talaga kayo ng evidence?
Well, that was a part of the strategy as a mayor and as the leader of the law enforcement agency in the city.
Thank you, Mr. President. At maraming po salamat, Mr. Chairman, and I'll be yielding back my time.
Salamat.